mentally. I know they know better. They do this to get attention because if they don't, nobody would pay attention to them. They didn't grow, they didn't go anywhere, and here they are at the end of their life. They got money, obviously.
Right.
They're in this place. They got money. But who to spend it with? You know?
We was talking about that. We talked about branching off from that topic. We talked about money, and I think it was the last podcast we talked about money and the most important thing and how money wasn't. We discussed that money is not the number one most important thing, but if I can recall, we discussed it was character, if I'm not mistaken, because that's invaluable. Having someone to do the right thing, even when no one is watching, that's called integrity, and that's a big deal, to be able to trust someone, your family member, that's vulnerable to someone because of their character. They got the type of character that they won't let you down. And that's the rare thing that I look for in the people that I surround myself with. I want to know, who are you really? Behind the smile, behind the, hey, how you doing? Who are you really? Do I have to look for a knife in my back? Because your character is shady. We was talking about that earlier. That's why I don't do fake people. And don't come at me fake. I don't care what it takes. Be 100 with it. Be real with me. I can deal with it. The truth I have no problem with. I live in the truth every day. I have no problem with the truth. You know what I mean? When I go to my barber, I tell my barber all the time, I say, look, I know you can't make me handsome, just make me less ugly. So straight up, you know what I mean? He's like, bro, yeah, I got you.
Don't lie to you.
Yeah, don't lie to me, bro. You know what I mean? Just make me less ugly. That's all I'm asking for. So I don't have a problem with the truth, and I beg of you, always walk in that, because the truth comes from God, because God is truth. In fact, John chapter 14, verse 6 says, I am the way. Jesus said that. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man can come to the Father but by me. The only way you're going to get to God is through the truth. The truth is the way to God. So if you live in the truth, you're in a position where you and God can walk side by side. But if you live in lies, you won't know the truth when it comes. So you really always want to be walking in the truth. Always be 100. If somebody comes around you and you can't tell them the truth, get away from them. Because that person will do you in, because you are offending them with the truth. The truth is meant to offend you if you live in lies. It doesn't offend you if you live in the truth. It's home. You know what I mean? For a person who lives in the dark, the light is always offensive. Turn that light off. You know what I mean? You in the dark.
Go outside. It's too
But
bright.
if you got light on all the time, if you live in the light and someone turns the light on, that's just another light. That's just another light, not a problem. So always live in the truth, no matter what. I want to touch on another topic. The internet.
Internet.
It's not a real place.
Tell me about that. Tell me. I come up at a time, give you some background with me. I come up at a time, there was no internet. There was phones on the walls. Seriously, the phone would ring on the wall, you had a long old cord. You know what I mean? You wanted to talk to your girl, you had to go all the way in your room with the phone hanging up in the kitchen. And this long cord all the way down, seriously. And everybody knew who it was, because all you do is find the cord and say, is he here? Yeah, he's here. There's the cord. He's in there. He's on the phone. You're in there talking sweet nothing. So, your dad coming home? Yeah, I'm gonna try to get over there before you get there. No? Why not? Because he's looking at you right now? Okay. I mean, that's the way it was at the time. But things have changed. So we went from, I remember Atari, okay? I'm dating my age. I remember Atari. It was awesome too. I ain't gonna lie. And then Sega Genesis came right after, and then everything else that we're dealing with today. So, but the internet popped up. I remember when it was AOL. It's that dialing noise. It was loud and it was a long time and all that noise. That was the internet, yeah.
It took you an hour to connect to the internet.
Yeah, it took forever to connect. You're like, oh man, we're gonna never get online. So, and it wasn't even wireless. You had to have a cord plugged in, with a phone plugged in before. And then, so that was that. We do great things as a people. We do great things as humans on the planet. We do great things. But everything has two sides to it.
So do you think that technology is evil?
No. Technology is a tool just like a gun is a tool. And there used to be a commercial that says, guns don't kill people, people kill people.
So what do you think technology is going towards?
With anything, from a technological standpoint, man core, as human beings, we're corrupt. We are very dark. We tend to listen to our lesser nature instead of gravitating towards our better angels. We tend to do that as a people. That's why we're in the situations we're in now. So the more technology advances, the more those who have access to that technology see us in a dark space.
Well, I mean, technology is, think of it just like any other thing that you can possibly have an addiction to. I mean, there are people that are so addicted to technology that they spend all day looking at their phone, their laptop, their computer, their, Xbox or PlayStation. There's not a minute that they're awake that they're not looking at something technology. And like, sure, they're connected to a lot of people worldwide, but they're alone. They're lonely. They talk to so many people but have no interaction. And I think, as with everything, it's all about how you approach it.
He mentioned internet, and we're mentioning internet, and I want to touch on that a little bit from a different perspective. All that the internet has brought, there's a lot of good there, but there's also a lot of bad. And part of that bad is being alone. People are alone a lot now, more than before with this new technology. When I was coming up, we didn't have internet, so we had community. Broken or not, we still had community. We played stickball, we played horseshoes, we went outside. They made sure we went outside. They kept us outside all day. So we had no other choice to get along. I mean, all the kids on the whole block was outside.
You could tell where everyone was, just see where all the bikes are.
Yeah. Everybody was outside. No one was in the house becoming a loner, becoming a lone wolf. Everyone was interacting. It was communal. It was social. That's why it was important. It was important to do that, and that's why it's important today. If we can get back to that, I was telling you earlier how we've been divided as people, and we have to become more inclusive. You're gonna be different than me. That's a plus, but we can get along on basic things. We can get along. We can work it out. The basic stuff we can work out, because in a minute, if we continue to be against each other and stay alone, they're gonna shift everything. Food's finna cost a ridiculous amount and hard to get. And if you can't plant, you won't eat. If you can't forage, you won't eat. Forage meaning living off the land, knowing what to eat and what not to. If you can't do that, you won't eat. There was a time in this country, the Depression, people didn't have the money, but they knew how to eat because the natives taught them what to plant, what to eat, what to boil, what to cook. That's a big deal. We have to go back to that. Those who can't do it won't make it. Every so often, there's a reset in societies. Some die. Some societies completely die. That's how great empires fall. And some just have to be reset. We don't know if this is a death of the society or reset. But the fact remains